Imagine, if Jesus were here today, where would he go? What would he do? Who would he spend time with? Of course, Jesus is here today, present in his body, the church. And we don't have to search the scriptures long to see his heart. He was generous to all, the wealthy and the powerful, but especially to the poor, those without a voice or hope in this world. Like Miriam, a mother of young children in Haiti. Or Michael, whose parents both died from the AIDS virus. Or Malik, who struggles to lead his village in the face of terrible odds. The statistics are staggering. 11 million children orphaned by the AIDS virus. Natural disasters wreaking havoc. Governments corrupt or failing. Where can we possibly begin? Maybe we begin with Miriam, with Michael, and with Malik. One person at a time, like Jesus. Christian World Outreach is committed to follow the example of Jesus, to minister to the whole person, physically, socially, mentally, and spiritually, to enable every person, young or old, to have the opportunity to become a follower of Jesus Christ. Growing up in Haiti in the past 25 years hasn't been easy, especially if you're a woman. Political turmoil, natural disasters, and senseless killings are a way of life here. Haiti ranks as the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. The literacy rate is only 32%. Unemployment is 60%. 1 of every 3 children dies before the age of 3. But Jesus reaches out to Miriam to give her dignity, to give her hope. Since 1979, Christian World Outreach has been the hands and heart of Jesus for countless Haitians like Miriam. Our one-of-a-kind feminine training center is an island of hope where women learn valuable skills such as sewing, nutrition, cooking, crafts, and cosmetology. Graduates, like these women modeling clothing they designed and sewed themselves, are prepared for jobs that would be otherwise out of reach. Jobs that provide new hope for them and their families. For poor families like Miriam's, Christian World Outreach also provides medical clinics and feeding programs for children. And because Jesus never intended to make a body whole without the spirit being healed, we hold regular pastoral training seminars, youth camps, and produce daily radio broadcasts to support the Haitian church. Often forgotten on the world stage, Haitians are still on Jesus' heart, and we are more committed than ever to be sure they have a chance to know him. Their eyes should be full of life and the playfulness of childhood. But children like Michael are forced to grow up too fast. The AIDS virus continues to sweep across Africa, leaving millions of orphans, children raising children, because their parents are gone. In the nation of Zambia, the average life expectancy has actually gone down in each of the last 3 years to just 34 years. 50% of pregnant women test positive for HIV. But Jesus knows and loves Michael and the thousands like him. And Jesus is there in the hands of Christian World Outreach missionaries like Bill and Marcy Hoover and Onias and Winnie Tapera. The Hoovers moved their young family from the U.S. to Zambia in order to be Christ in this devastated land. They developed and now teach a comprehensive AIDS seminar for public schools, churches, and other groups. The requests for these seminars are so great that more African staff are needed to meet the need for this important teaching. Despite living in a country that has essentially ceased to function, The Teperas follow Christ's example of raising up leaders and healing in Zimbabwe. Gasoline is almost impossible to find. The government is bankrupt. AIDS takes the lives of 2,000 people every week. But in the face of these challenges, seminars to equip church leaders with spiritual tools to deal with the crises are held regularly. And AIDS orphans like Michael are given scholarships so they are able to attend school and receive a good education. Leading his village into an uncertain future, Malik is typical of tribal leaders in Burkina Faso. He is Muslim by birth, but open to the offer that Jesus makes through the ministry of Michel and Lydia Ouedraogo. He and another village chief have donated land for the building of a vocational training center. In addition to the medical offices and eye clinic already in place in the capital city of Ouagadougou, this training center will expand the ministry of Christian World Outreach to the villages outside of the city. While Malik and his people face many of the same challenges from AIDS and poverty, they are not alone. Jesus is there through the faithful witness of Michel and Lydia and their team. Of course, there are millions of people in the world with the same problems as Miriam, Michael, and Malik. It's too big to imagine an answer for them all. But we can imagine an answer for these three, and more, one person at a time, if we reach out like Jesus did. You can make a difference. We need partners to join with us in prayer, on short-term teams, and with financial support. Maybe it's time for you to join your hands and your heart with ours. They're waiting, one at a time.